Hello everybody, this is Nojo from Thranda Design, and today we're very excited to talk about the expansion pack for the Caravan. Now this is a free update. It's not going to be a separate expansion pack. This is a free update for the Caravan. So those of you who already own it will get all of these features in version 1.1. So let's take a look. So now hopping inside the airplane, we're inside the Caravan 675 right now, and for the first new feature we're going to go over here to the menu. We're going to go to weight and balance, and we have seating presets. Now in the Caravan 675, we have this 2x1 seating, but we can also click for utility, which is a 1x1, or executive club, which sets to club seating, but also automatically sets the seats to the executive style. Now in the MISC page, we can change those executive seats back and forth between normal and executive. That also applies for the normal presets. Now on the Grand Caravan, we have slightly different presets. But the same principle applies. So now if we go to the outside view, the next item here is we have these de-ice boots on the wing. These are rubber boots on the leading edge of the wing, cargo pod, gear, horizontal and vertical stabilizers. But we can turn those off now just by clicking that, and gives us a clean airplane. That also makes a difference in the weight and balance of about 50 pounds, which we can see reflected here in the total weight as we toggle that on and off. There, it's 50 pounds heavier. So the next feature is, previously we could do the Cargomaster by loading a Cargomaster livery, and that was, we had a little cargomaster.txt file that goes in the livery folder, so the plane would automatically detect that. But now we can switch on the fly, so to speak, back and forth between the Cargomaster and the passenger version. And the difference here is cargo version, it removes the windows, it removes this back door, and let's go inside. Ooh. And yeah, we can see no door, and then it removes the seats. So what this also means is we can load a livery such as DHL, which is the Cargomaster version by default. We can make it the passenger, and then we can simply manually remove the seats so that we have windows but no seats. So yeah. So next, pop back out to the outside view. We have, oops, zoom in, Tundra tires and mud flaps. So Tundra tires for those off-road rough gravel strips and stuff, and then mud flaps as well. And these mud flaps can be set independently from the Tundra tires. So that'll help with, especially flying in Alaska, there's lots of gravel and dirt strips. So now, probably the most exciting part, we're going to pop over to, oh wait, there's one more. That's right, there's one more in the panel. We have the G1000 available now. So by default, this will be in panel preset 4. If we go back to preset 0, that's what we're used to looking at, panel preset 4. And so we have a whole G1000. So we can, if we go to individual instrument tab and the G1000 tab, then we can scroll through. We can move the, here we have the Copilot PFD, here's the location, so we can move that. And the audio panel also can move, as well as the, whoops, going the wrong way, MFD, we can move it around, and the PFD. And the really cool thing here is we have synthetic vision available. So if we turn on, there we go, there's our G1000, and synthetic vision, we can click on that and we get this nice synthetic vision overlay, which is a separate plugin. Additionally, the autopilot, we have the autopilot in the bezel here, so this panel preset by default does not have the separate KFC 225 autopilot. However, if you wanted that, you could turn off the autopilot in the bezel by clicking autopilot here. And now if we go to the instruments tab, we could scroll to, I think it's instrument 44, nope, not 44. Well, whichever one it is, and find the autopilot, there it is, and we could turn it on, and move it around to wherever we want. So we can still have the autopilot just like we're used to. So those are great options. And remember, anytime when you switch to the G1000 preset, click Save Panel Preset first, yes, and then you'll need to go and refresh, reload the plane, reload the current aircraft and art. All right, so now we're going to move on to the really exciting part. Now, probably the most exciting feature is the Seaplane version of the Caravan, for both the Caravan 675 and the Grand Caravan. Here we can see the 675, also in one of the new liveries. This is the Kenmore Air livery. So the Caravan comes in two different flavors of floats. These are the plain floats, which don't have any wheels. They add about 757 pounds to the empty weight of the Caravan. And if we go here to the menu, MISC page, floats. We can click there and turn them into the amphibious floats, which add 1,142 pounds to the empty weight, which is quite a bit. But to make up for that, in the weight and balance, the Caravan 675 Seaplane version has its max weight increased from 8,000 up to 8,750 pounds, and the Grand Caravan goes from 8,750 up to 9,062, I believe it is. Now if we pop inside the panel here, we'll notice we have this. This is the gear advisory panel with your landing gear switch and everything. So we'll do a detailed video on seaplane operation stuff in a later video, but for this one it's just a quick intro. And this gear panel is on the instrument panel, instrument number 52, so that we can move it around. And something good to note, this gear panel is only visible when we have the amphibious floats selected. If we select the plane floats, it goes away, and it will also be invisible if we have just the normal wheeled Caravan. Also, down here in between the two front seats, we have some additional stuff. We have the water rudder handle to extend or retract the water rudders, and an emergency gear pump to pump the landing gear if we have a failure of the normal gear system. Next, if we go to the outside view, we have these extra fins on the tail. Sorry, hard to get a good view of them. Well, there you go, extra fins on the tail. So those can be toggled on and off from here. And we have also all the normal stuff. We can go to the Cargomaster version on floats if we want. We can toggle the de-ice boots on and off, and also the executive seats still, just like the previous one. Additionally, we have a docking hold mode, just like our previous seaplanes, and we'll see that in operation in the seaplane video. And then also start locks. So let's take a quick look at the Grand Caravan as well. And here's the Grand Caravan on floats, really true to its name. This is also in our other new livery, Harbour Air. Both Harbour Air and Kenmore operate caravans up here in the Pacific Northwest, so it was great to get them into the simulation. So I hope you join me on the next video where we're going to get into the real nuts and bolts of operating the Caravan on the water. Taxi, takeoff, landing, everything. It should be exciting. So hope to see you there, and have a good day.